Good morning. Happy Tuesday morning for me. Technically, it is Thursday evening for you guys, but I'm up and at it, getting Winston off to school. I am packing his lunch this day. Luckily, the school menu this year is absolutely amazing, and I only actually have to pack his lunch like 6 days out of the whole month, and that is just great. Because I don't know, like, I really thought I was going to be one of those, like, Pinterest moms with all the cute lunches and, like, all the little, shapes of stuff cut out. But, y'all, that is not me. I thought it was going to be, but it is not. I just want it simple. I want to get it packed and get it over with. I'm not a morning person at all. Now, yes, I know I could do this the night before and probably make it a little bit better or cuter, but y'all, he just eats it. And it's his safe foods, and that's all that matters to me. But I'm just going to go ahead and get the morning started, and I hope y'all enjoyed today's video.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are?
And now that I'm back home from taking Winston to school, I wanted to go ahead and start on some of my daily chores. I did have plans this day outside the home, so I wanted to kind of make sure I got a few things done in the morning. This is just stuff that I like to get done every single day, just to help keep a manageable, somewhat picked up house. My house is not perfect. It is not spotless. It is lived in. Y'all have seen that. I don't clean my home before I pick the camera up to film. I share real life with you guys. And if y'all went into Winston's room right now, oh my goodness. If y'all want to come over and help me tackle his room, I would totally appreciate it, because his room is a mess. But this is just stuff I like to get done, and since I knew I wasn't going to be home for a few hours throughout the day, I kind of divided it up. That way I could still get my stuff done, and it's just something that I really like to do. It doesn't take me a lot of time to do my daily chores, especially since I've been doing it so long. I kind of have like a system, and so it's just something that I make a point to do every single day just to help me out.
The leaves they left behind. Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes. Makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder.
Once I got the laundry switched over, I went ahead and got myself ready for the day. I was meeting up with a friend. We went for an amazing walk. It is so much better walking with a friend, in my opinion, because the time just gets away from you and you just walk forever. We ended up walking for like 45 minutes, and it was so nice. The weather was perfect. After that, we went to Goodwill, which you guys will see that haul in just a little bit. And then we also had lunch at this cute little coffee shop that we love to go to. It is one of our favorites. And yes, there is a mattress in the floor in the living room. Y'all know we are slowly getting stuff moved, and that is where the mattress is right now, because I've got to get somebody to haul that thing off for us.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
Back home. From Goodwill. I did pretty good this trip. Let me show you what I got. The backing is coming off this picture, but I got this. You have filled my heart with greater joy. So cute. $5.99. I found something that I was actually going to have to order from Amazon, so I was super excited. And as soon as we got in the car, I plugged it in to make sure it worked. But electric lunchbox. We had one, and it just quit working. So it's funny that I found one. I found this one, $3.99. Plugged it in, still works. It comes with a little lunchbox. It has a silverware kit. Like, great. And you can plug it into your car, or it has a regular wall outlet too. So that was a really good buy because I was gonna have to buy one anyways. And then I got this little decor. Like you put flower, you can put flowers on the top or something, and then, or you can even do like utensils and then have a towel hanging on here. So got that. It was $3.99. And then I got a new mug. Always be joyful in hope. I got a 3-pack of these shake cups. They were $1.59. Thought this would be a fun treat to make like homemade milkshakes. So I picked them up. And then I got me, you know, like one of these crossbody things. I have been wanting something smaller because, I don't know, my purse has just been super uncomfortable lately. So I got something smaller. I don't know if I'm gonna love this, so I thought I could go ahead and try this one out. I don't even know how much it was. There wasn't a tag. I don't remember. She didn't tell me. But I thought if I end up kind of liking this, then I can just order me what I'm, you know, looking for. So we got that. And then I got this shirt. I thought it was cute. I got this for fall and winter. Loved it. And then I got this shirt. I got some pants. These were super cute. They're just like light and flowy. Love them. And then the color today was orange. And so I actually got this 50% off. This was just kind of for me, like, you know, like a quick pullover to go like you know, under or over something. I mean, oh, you could wear it as is, but I was just thinking like a light denim for, you know, some of my dressy or like tank tops that I don't want to wear like to church just as a tank top or whatever. I can like throw this on with it. But that is it from Goodwill. I had a pretty good haul. I think I spent 40 some dollars. I don't remember. She did good too. She found quite a few things as well. So we definitely needed some time. We went walking this morning and then went to Goodwill and then we had lunch. So much needed little mama day out or afternoon out. But I need to walk the dog. I don't have a lot of time. I need to walk the dog and then switch the laundry over, and then I probably need to go ahead and get in the pickup line.
People knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survive the wheel.
I ended up taking Max with me to go pick up Winston from school. Max loves picking Bubba up from school. I don't know what it is, but he loves going with me. I try to take him at least once a week, if not a couple times, because he just enjoys it so much. And y'all can see how excited he is. He just runs right off the porch and takes me with him. But whenever we get back from picking Winston up from school, I worked on the dishes. We did have some company come over, so I hung out with them for a while, and then we'll cook supper in a few hours.
I've been running most of my life, blowing smoke everywhere around. I've been searching, but I can't seem to find someone that can hold me through the night. I'll count to 10, then open up my eyes. If you're gone, I'll take it as a sign. But if you stay, then baby hold me tight and send me off with the words of a lullaby. With the words of a lullaby. Send me off with the words of a lullaby. I've been trying to make sense of it all, looking for signs in the stars. But it's been right in front of me this whole time. Can't believe I didn't see the light. I'll count to 10, then open up my eyes. If you're gone, I'll take it as a sign. But if you stay, then baby hold me tight and send me off with the words of a lullaby. With the words of a lullaby. Send me off with the words of a lullaby.
Now that it has been a few hours, it is time to get a supper going. I have got 3 thin cut chicken breasts there, and I'm just going to give those a season on both sides with some of Badia Complete. You can use whatever all-purpose seasoning, whatever seasonings that you want for your chicken. Now, I did not grocery shop this week. As you've seen, I did not have a grocery haul video on Tuesday, so we are using what we have on hand, and y'all, this was so good. This is why I love keeping a well-stocked pantry, fridge, and freezers. Keeping those certain basic ingredients on hand can really help you out when you don't want to cook or you don't have the funds to go to the grocery. Like, I don't know, I feel like I can always make the best meals and recipes for my family when I just look through and see what we have and make something yummy with what we have. So I'm going to serve some mashed potatoes with these. I'm still using up those potatoes that was given to me. These are locally grown, and y'all, they are so good. When I run out of these, I'm gonna cry probably. These were so good. So I'm gonna chop up a few of them, and then I'm gonna get them in the water to boil for some mashed potatoes. And then the other side, I had some green beans in the fridge that needed to be used up, so I picked through them, pulled out the good ones, and we did some roasted Parmesan green beans. I have shared that before. They are delicious. Honestly, that's one of the ways I can get Luke to eat green beans. He's not a huge fan of green beans, but he loves the roasted Parmesan green beans. So I'll make sure to have that recipe linked down below. I don't have a recipe for this chicken because, like I said, I'm using what I have on hand, but I'm still going to show you how I'm going to put it together. So back to the green beans. I do have my oven preheated at 400. I'm just going to coat them in some olive oil. I'm adding on some onion powder, salt, pepper, garlic powder. I'm adding in some panko breadcrumbs, and then I forgot to add in the Parmesan cheese into the bowl, so I just sprinkled some on top before I put it in the oven. But you're just going to toss that together, put it in a 400-degree oven, and these are so good. I just let them cook, till they cook through the doneness that you like your green beans. I think that's just kind of a personal preference for everybody, but these are like so simple, and it's one of the best side dishes, I feel like, especially for my family. These are so good. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my chicken cooking. I've got a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of my pan there. I've got it nice and hot. We're going to go ahead and get that chicken in and get it cooking up, and then we will make our sauce. Now that the chicken's done, I'm going to remove it from that pan, and I'm going to go ahead and add in my dehydrated spinach, my dehydrated mushrooms, and some sun-dried tomatoes, in air quotes, because I didn't technically sun-dry them. I dehydrated them. But that's why I love keeping and dehydrating my own foods, is because I was able to make this delicious meal from the pantry. I didn't have to worry about going and buying the fresh spinach or the mushrooms or anything. I was able to use what I had on hand. So I put that in there, kind of reconstituted a little bit with that oil that was in there, heated all that through, added in a little bit of minced garlic, gave that a couple minutes to get fragrant, and then I'm going to add in some heavy cream. I'm using what I had left. It actually made the perfect amount for us. I didn't measure, but I added in what I had left, and then I turned the heat down to like a simmer. And once it started kind of thickening up and bubbling, I added in a little bit of Parmesan cheese, what I had left from the green beans, and I let it finish thickening up. I added that chicken back in there, and y'all, this was the best pantry meal that I have made in a long time. It was so simple, but it was so delicious. For my potatoes, I just cooked them until they were fork tender, drained them, and then I added in a little bit of butter, some evaporated milk, and then salt and pepper to taste, and I just mash them up till I get the consistency that I like, and I think they taste good. I keep it simple around here, and that's normally how I make the mashed potatoes, except for my favorite mashed potatoes are my crock-pot mashed potatoes. I will have that recipe linked down below. They are my all-time favorite. They are so good. But if I just need like a quick mashed potato, this is normally how I do it. Well, supper was definitely delicious. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us, seeing part of our everyday life, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.